welcome back. You are still tuned in to Funtastic Fridays. And you know we're here with you every Friday. Another Friday, then Winner Name Friday from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. And from you hear that song, you know what time it is. It is time for the Ting with Kim. I want to big up Joanna. Joanna, big up yourself. Thank you for joining on the live. And I just want to remind you guys what the topic for today is. The topic is accountability. And as I said, this is the first part of a two-part discussion, right? So accountability, taking responsibility in your relationship. So I want to know, guys, and if you're on the live as well, feel free to let me know your opinion, because we tend to use this word a lot. I'm sure we've all heard it several times, especially in the middle of one argument in a relationship, right? What does accountability mean to you? We're not going dictionary or nothing, just what your concept in your head when you talk about accountability.
So it's like well, let's say you can't use the same.
Yeah, you can't use the word, but define the word. Yeah.
But it is basically taking responsibility for your actions. Acknowledging that what you did was wrong. Explaining that you're very remorseful of it, and you understand that what you did hurt the person.
Yeah.
It make you feel a certain way, and you understand how it make them feel. You want to understand that that was not your intention.
Alright, I like it. And you wanna on the live say own up to your mistakes and don't do it again. Alright? I know what you say. What does accountability mean to you?
You wanna take the words out of my mind. Because I was gonna just say
I'm sorry, I'm letting you know that we thought we're apologizing for
But I was actually gonna say, just if you do it, just admit you do it. Face the facts. Were you guilty of something? Did you do something wrong? Is that what you actually did?
Yeah.
If I so, accept the fact that you were wrong. Work towards correcting it. That's what I was thinking.
Alright, well I love that, the key terms, the responsibility, accepting you're wrong, admitting to certain things. I love that because, we don't have a good understanding of what accountability is, right? So we're going to get into it, and I have to let you guys come, I'm always speaking of my reasoning behind these topics, right? There was a video I sent to Lina, and it was basically a couple arguing, and it was just showing where she was trying to get her point across about how she felt. And even before she'd done, her partner, not saying, guys, don't pay attention to the genders I'm addressing, just the video, because nobody thinks, yeah man, she defend woman, no, right? But she was basically just trying to say, boy, I feel this way because of this, because of that. And before she even done that, the man start interrupt and say, well, like basically he's just passing back the blame or attributing some sort of the blame back to her. It's because of that. Or what about when you used to do this? Those are things that we've all either experienced or been guilty of. Right? Somebody point out something in you and you say, but well, you can't point out nothing to me. And after you start list out all of them wrongdoings, right? That's not being accountable.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into it. And as I said, this is accountability in relationships, but I want us to know that accountability counts for even outside of romantic relationships, work relationships, family ships, friendships, all of that. We can take accountability where necessary, all right? So accountability in relationships is necessary for building healthy relationships, which can work as evidence that you can be trusted. Because, you see, when you can't be accountable, I don't think we realize just how much it affects trust. Trust is not just when somebody lie or somebody cheat or somebody do something drastic like that, Just not being able to be accountable affects trust. I never even thought about that until I read, to make research.
Oh, yeah, go into it.
Yeah, we're going. Well, okay. Probably not that deep into the trust part, but we're going to say it does affect trust.
Okay.
Because if me and you in a situation and me know say, you probably know say you're wrong too. If you're going to find every way if you go around if you not admit say you're wrong, me going to feel like, all right, I can't trust say if something happen again.
Yeah.
Envy go, because envy go just try to find a way outside. It affects the trust.
You can see that.
So we need to understand that that's another way trust is affected in relationships, right? So, taking responsibility for your actions in a relationship and acknowledging the effects of your behavior and choices shows you have a sense of control over your life. Furthermore, it also reflects that you are a credible person and your strength of character cannot be in any way questioned, right? To have the most of a relationship, apart from declaring a love for each other and feelings and all these things, both parties need to make conscious efforts to be transparent, honest, and ready to trust each other. So let's understand how to be more accountable in a relationship and why it's so important. Accountability in relationships is the practice of claiming responsibility for your actions and how they affect others. I love for you. You guys touched on that. When people are accountable, they understand how their behavior influences their partner, whether positively or negatively, and make course corrections to maintain a healthier and more collaborative partnership. And this is also the foundational principle of romantic relationships, bonds between family members and loved ones and friendships. So that's why I said it's not only just in relationships, right? And then we've also seen the effects that when people are not accountable, they may refuse to acknowledge how their actions affect their partners, insisting their partner is the only one to blame for the relationship problems. That's a very toxic one that we see all over social media. We hear it in our circles. People just refusing to take blame. And common symptoms or sources of a lack of accountability in relationships include the blame game, selfish behaviors, and overall disconnection from arguments or tensions. So all that makes sense sooner so far?
Yeah.
The accountability part.
Yeah,
I don't think we've ever really sat down and analyzed it, but and you can make it so a little bit and say, have I always been, or do I struggle? I think that's something I want to ask. Do you guys struggle with being accountable?
So the thing came, as I said, when I looked at the topic earlier today, I was browsing it, trying to, see how you could have worded it and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, I was like, some of these things, it just become a part of how we do things, you know? So, I mean, we don't see it as, I'm not being accountable. We're just seeing, boy, may I be spiteful or may I be this or, well, this happened to me, so may I do it back?
Yeah.
So we don't really think of whether that it's called accountability. We just see it as life and we just move on. Well, so it's going to be whether or not we are aware that we are not being accountable and what we do about it after that.
All right, I'm glad to say aware because I think there are two phases to it.
Yeah.
You can be unaware. You can be a narcissist.
Yeah.
And you can be unaware that you're not admit your wrongs. You don't hold yourself accountable. You can be unaware. So I think there are those people. And then you have people who know them wrong, but for whatever reason them can't admit it to the other person. They can't make the other person, because to them being wrong is like
you
below a certain standard or something.
Can't make you win.
Yes, you can't make the other person win. So sometimes other kind of mind game there, but a lot of people don't know that they're not holding themselves accountable. Them don't know, trust me. And you'd be surprised to the amount of things that we're unaware that we're doing. So
well, I love that you mentioned that because I want to know what has your experiences. So if you're on the live as well, if you're out there in Radio Land, feel free to drop us a message on WhatsApp or send us a text at 876-792-3530. And as I said, if you're on the live, feel free to drop your comments as well. But what has your experience been with persons who lack accountability? You want me to laugh there?
One of the best
enough for calling a name. One of
the best ways to understand or to observe or to, judge persons for faults is to see it happening for others. You might not see it in yourself,
Yeah.
But make somebody do it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is awful.
Yeah.
Right? How can she do such a thing? So, I mean, trust me, you'll pick it up much easier when somebody's not being accountable. So, I mean, it can be very tricky and it can make you look like you are a mad person.
True.
You ask somebody, so you're not going to apologize for what you did?
and they're gonna be like, apologize for what? Like, so it's very tricky. As I say, I don't know. I have to ask somebody like Kim now to educate us on how we deal with this.
No, I need some examples before we get into the education, right?
Kim, I've got to tell you. All right, we want some examples, but
I'm gonna
have to go for them because you know, just have them written.
No, so like,
well, there's
so
one
like,
that go ahead.
So like in relationship,
yeah. Like we know, like of an instance where you struggle with somebody accepting accountability.
No, but the women in general.
No, you're not gonna draw for the women thing, you know.
Women in general don't apologize.
Lies.
Well, all right. You see, the thing is, I think that most of that come from, I would say, trading from our
our mothers.
Because in most situations, as I say, as a child growing up,
you
never really get much of an apology from your mother. If she come in and do something wrong,
she'll tell you come eat food.
She'll just come and say, all right, your food up on the table. All right, no, man, you can't stop ball, come.
No,
right?
listen.
So it's not really an apology. So ladies are like that, where in situations, for example, they've done something wrong. They're going to come and actually say, come go get your favorite food, or come go do this, or no.
Or I think I saw a video on social media just like 2 days ago, and after the mother need to apologize, she'll say, like after she done cause the picnic, oh, clean it up. Oh, and send me the link of the shoes where you want. And just kiss her teeth and walk out.
Yo,
right?
My mother apologized to me the other day for the first time. Like, me get upset with her. Probably the first me ever get upset her voice. You know?
Yeah.
What did I do?
No, apparently.
And like a couple days after she linked me and apologized, me have to take up my Bible same time.
Hold on, first of all, and not even like the same day.
No,
days passed, and she called you.
It actually worked up to it actually.
And called me and said,
it was the spur of the moment.
The other day, and she explained to what go on, and I just want to tell her, say, I just want to apologize for that because. Yes, she.
No, you're winning as a child right now. We know you have money now, but you're winning in that.
I said, me almost dropped down.
I think probably last year I said, I would say, why mommy, we don't know if we accept this, you know. But no, because as I say, I think most persons on a whole, if you are interested in somewhat bettering yourselves, you look into these things and you try and work on them. But back in the day, as I said earlier days, no, sir, you just, even ladies nowadays, if it's relationship wise, men all know what ladies put on the table or put in front of us.
No, hold on, putting it on the
table. I'm talking about food. Food. Right? Or the other option is to offer us a gift. And we know the number one gift that they always want to give us every year around the clock.
For birthday, anniversary, Valentine, everything.
Those things are usually the two options that they go to apologize per se without apologizing. So, you know, they nice us up, rub down with back and all these.
Yeah, man, sometimes they're just gonna start talk to you after the argument. And nothing never happen.
And my voice get really soft, you know, all of a sudden. No, but you see, alright, now I have to balance out the thing. I don't only me one, but you guys have pointed out. Joanna, defend me to this, right? Because they're pointing out the female ways. But like I said, they want examples, right? I can recall in a past relationship, right, when there was my doubts of infidelity. You know, I'm like, someone off and very, and and then I start distance myself. Come here and say, listen, me not compete now. You know what you do. I'm gonna start distance myself.
Not take no bun just.
And we're not take none time. Never just saw none time, right? I would take away myself. And I remember he said to me at one point further, you know, in a breakup state. You know, I never understand. Or you just make somebody just come into a relationship. So you just make a woman just come try out for your man. Listen!
Straight narcissism.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, that's why I said I want examples. Because when that came up, I was like, I remember that. Because up to now, it not add up in my brain.
Yeah, man, narcissist alert.
Never fight for you. Yes, that was it. You didn't fight for me. That's what I was told. Not that he allowed certain things, but I didn't fight for my man. And I allowed somebody to step in.
And to discuss. Oh no, we can't
discuss
say that.
The topics that are in your mind. Clearly, that's apparently.
Stone come check you.
So that's like one example I can use. I mean, I have a lot of stories like that, but that's one I can use. Joanna said they know because you bring it across to them many times, sometimes years. Then she said, past relationship, I had this person's back, and when we flat out like Bummy, He said, I did not tell you to spend your money.
Okay. And when I worst thing that you know.
Yeah, man, when them tell you, say, you take it up on yourself. And them accept all the things, you know. And them accept all the things, you know. But when something happen, you know, I don't mean tell you.
You want them down. But when you don't know.
Yeah, I'm never tell you for that. Now you go do that.
Lifestyle for you, my friend.
You understand?
Listen.
Alright, so I love that we shared some examples because I wanted to, us to get into that mindset of accountability, right? So we've all been burnt by it. And as much as we can point out examples, we've probably been guilty of not being accountable as well.
One of the ways, I think the ladies would probably act like this or not take account for their action is to twist it, as you say.
Yeah.
For example, whenever them do something wrong or something foolish, their short answer response is to come up with this idea for say, me just want to see how you react. No, I
like
for example,
I play.
Like I saw you kissing the dude. You know what I said? Me just want to see how you react. No, them things are too real.
As I'm serious,
ask me these things. If it would make me jealous for you to kiss somebody, you just kiss the person. Then that's how you want to see how me react. No, I've known those situations where. Yeah, that's for them excuse for saying another real thing that is a test, you know?
No.
What's girl child. My cousin did buy me the clothes.
No, ladies are very creative, I must say. I think probably the man them excuse look English, but the ladies are very creative. They will make you want to believe them.
And then you have to be careful as well, because I can say, even in jest, sometimes you have to correct certain things. Because I saw where I did a good joke thing, and I mean, it was, I don't want to take it serious, but I had to mention it in a serious way, you know? So it was just like, you're up on phone sometime, and sometimes you block out, not re-block out, but you don't really pay attention. Mm-hmm. So oftentimes, I'm the guilty party. I forget, you get pointed out that, you don't know what I'm of course, mama start make up on my ear. Right. It was a joke. Yeah. So one time I talk, I said some things, I'm here, but you can tell when somebody not really listen. Someone say, you're not the woman say, my ear, and then I start joke about it, and I say, well, I must learn from the best, and even it was done in joke, I paused, and I was like, listen, as much as we laugh about it, at the same time, we don't really want that become like a thing, because sometimes that's like a gateway.
So you do it, so that's why.
Yeah, that I'm gonna follow you. Someone say, all right, even though you joked off, it wasn't like no serious, no vexed type of thing. But I was like, but what I would say is like in a scenario like this, it's better you just acknowledge, say, yeah, for real, I did zone out and but don't make it seem like okay, I did it because you're usually the one that's guilty of it, So even in those joking moments, sometimes I think there's like lessons that they can talk about early than before something gets serious.
So that counter blame option, that is they call it the ricochet.
Yes.
Oh my, why are you're late today?
But you're always late, So I may learn from the best or something.
And you know what?
As well.
Hey Dana.
As you said that.
Dana, that's Dana Stewart.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You see, accountability is a tool, because a lot of the times, especially in relationships, we avoid doing things because we don't want to hurt the person's feelings or whatever. Just like we just said.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we should not hold back on certain things.
Yeah.
And we hold back on certain things because we're bad at apologizing.
Yeah.
We're bad at apologizing. We know, say, we now can own up to it and say, you know what? Your feelings hurt. Sorry about that. So we avoid making the joke and we nothing do that,
No.
I don't think we're even trained or practiced enough to apologize. I thought we don't even understand.
No, we don't understand. We might even struggle with spell it.
You wanna say it was a prank. She says sometimes it's when karma hit you, you become aware of the real accountability. But which is true. When it happened to you, you actually
that's when you realize
what you were doing.
But one of the things I'm realize as well is that you see in that moment when them that counter argument like, I learn from the best or something. what that actually means as well is that your partner has been noticing things, not talking, probably it's been bothering them, not addressing it, but taking note, right? So the minute now you come and say, but you reach late for me, but so I'm about the 16th time, and them list out the 16th time, but then you're like, but you never spoke to me about any 16th time. So that also shows something we're guilty of. We see things that we don't like, or we're uncomfortable with, and we hold it and we weaponize it, and that's something as well that combats the whole we accountable, you know. So that's something I see a lot, especially also, when they can list out things.
So you just gotta come out of man car at 11 o'clock. Oh, you can't talk to me now because you have 7 girls I messaged you last night.
Exactly.
And try to figure out when last you put that message.
Or even where that comes from. No, worse if your ear say, just like going in January, and you say, hold on, I'm buying in January.
You have a set of man in another country, we go through it, you know, and Lionel, one of them. Hey.
Hold on, Lionel might bother, you say? We might be bringing up things.
Lionel have some charm.
I have wisdom.
Where's the 11 o'clock, Lionel?
I have wisdom.
Hold on, I like him turned around. I have wisdom. I've learned a lot. Lana, you need a hug, so like you've been through a lot.
And the weirdest thing, as I said, people, this is a kind of thing that it will not seem to be a big deal in the beginning.
Yeah.
But when you see it elevating and you see where it can get to, you say, but this don't make no sense.
And you see, that's why I said, that's why I said, even like moments, if you see an opportunity to talk about it, because that just means when moments happen, but we not think logically. Yeah, man, and it's going to have some effects that, as I'm saying, you can't take back words. That's just the reality. So even if I say hindsight, I better talk it out and I can't say, no, me really never mean that, or me never think about it that way there, and then we can work for it. So guess what? So the next time that to come up, me probably second guess if me go say that. Boy, Lionel tell me last time, say me never like when me say that, you know. So when me upset, my chances are I'm less likely to say that because of you explaining to me say you never like that.
I think
Sorry, and sometimes you have to know, say, are your partner this? She love you. Stop feel like she a try to offend you. Come on.
Exactly, but talk about it because I'm going to say it can grow. Sometimes that seed, you know, them always say, behind every just kidding is a little truth.
True, you know. But then, probably laugh then and say that at, you know, but I know a joke.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. We laughed about it and we made it light, but then I said, but then again, and I just addressed it, you know, and he said, okay, well, me get what you say. And then he say, you know, actually, I apologize. If there was a joke, he turned around and say, all right, for real, I apologize. But I was never really there pay attention, but they play a game. I say, yeah, it's fine. But they'll say, boy, may I learn from you. Right? Not even in joke. Because sometimes I'm saying that's a seed that grows into something bigger.
True.
All right, I think what I might be getting off now. I'm not talk about what I'm going to get.
No, you want to talk about it.
We'll go to that after the break. When we come back, let's do the break time so we can give examples.
Yes, because I do have somewhere I say it's a 2-part conversation. Dana, since you just jump in, let me know what accountability means to you, and do you have an example of, you know, basically being with someone who lacks accountability in an instance, or you actually not being accountable in a particular instance. Because me have them there too. Then I say, I'm an old fridge. As I see it, I say it. Wow. I don't store up nothing. Dana, I just know how to say it.
Dana, sometimes you have to make sure you say it that particular way.
But she know how to, but she not hold it.
She know, make sure you know.
Yeah, she know how to deliver the message, but the message not stay.
Some of them fridge, they just open up, let go.
Pharaoh not going to spam it, not going to outback. She make sure it deliver and same time, right? But then I me know what. Yeah, give me some accountability story, right?
Some examples of what you had encountered.
And after the break, we're gonna go more into why accountability is vital in relationships and the core benefits of accountability. But yeah, man, I think also people who are saying nowadays, boy, relationships don't make sense and I think accountability, or the lack of, is a major contributor to that lack of trust that we all have.
All right, what you talk about now when you go into, let's say, what do I call that now, like malicing?
Yeah.
How that work now? When it returns accountability, who first for message who, and them kind of something there. You message me, I good morning.
But yeah, there's no rule. That is all.
So I stop message I.
In my opinion, that's a lack of accountability overall because there's no set rule. There's no okay, you for message me first.
Yeah.
Or but if me message you, I'm not gonna double message you. I've heard stories like this. So people are like,
oh, you just messaging me 12 hours after my message.
So I'm gonna wait until 14 hours just to ensure you know how it feels. What? Why are we keeping track like that?
I think MV, you said it, Kimmie. What they said earlier, it's like you are in a relationship with somebody, so this person would want, what is good for both of them as well. So you guys should be working together. But I think the problem lies in we feel that if we are guilty of something, that will make our partner like us. So we try to avoid that guilt to kind of maintain our goody two shoes.
That is one. And the other aspect is, you see, because most people expect failure, it's like, we want a checklist, we want a list ready. So when we do decide, say, yo, we're a step, I have my reasons. You understand? It's like, me build up my list.
Because when the relationship done, they never have things to say about the other person and nothing about themselves.
Exactly. So it's like they had a checklist. Boy, remember the time we did, and we're going to move here, and never did this. Yeah. And so it's like, because we've all developed defense mechanism. So it's like, even though we're in a relationship, we say we're get a try, but we still make notes like,
and wait for it mash up.
And then when it mash up, we have file as to why it never did work.
Do we have people who can say that, boy, and then make the relationship fall apart? Do we have people like that who say, so I did me? Anybody here can actually say that?
I have accepted my part in a relationship not working out. So I've said, and I think that was actually the hardest part for me to accept. Like being honest with yourself and saying, no, Kimmie, could do better, But I would not say I've had any instance where me mash it up. Me not stay so. So that's my opinion.
We're going to find out that, Kimmie.
Me too.
Let's go to the break.
Me too with that.
Yeah.
You're going to work with Kimmie one.
No, for true. No, for true.
At some point. No,
I can't say I'm a contribute to the problem, but I don't think I was the problem.
A question that we would actually ask as well is, what would your partner say?
That's what I'm saying. In my opinion. Because I don't have my partner. No, but you see, to be fair, my exes usually come at some point after the fact, some realize we have a really good thing, I did worth it, and we should try it.
So them come back
always.
Say them,
that is the norm. So I feel like I'm on a part where, and I'm
never tree bad.
Never tree bad.
Alright, we're gonna go to the break. Kim, talk the thing with Kim. We'll be right back when we return. As she said, we're continuing with accountability.
Yeah.
Taking responsibility in your relationship.